So I realized something about myself. Driving across town, we had our home ruined by a hot water leak, and so they have to rip up the entire floor of our house. And so we're displaced at least for a month now. And I'm gonna make this turn here. And so I got to drive back and forth. I forgot my medicine. I forgot to take my Ritalin and my venlafaxine, my SSRI, serotonin reuptake inhibitors. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of heart searching, soul searching, as they say. And in doing that, for the last 2 months, just about every night, I go out and feed and clothe the homeless. And I do that because I know how it feels to suffer. And because I know what it feels like to suffer, I don't want anybody else to suffer. Because I know what it feels like to be cold, I know what it feels like to be hungry, I know what it feels like to be thirsty, and I don't want anybody feeling like that. So that's what I've been doing the last couple months now that I've worked a little bit on myself out in West Virginia with my Uncle Pete and Aunt Linda. I love them so much. They've helped me tremendously and indebted to them. They gave me the healing to be able to come home and do more evaluation, more, thinking, and I decided that I'm going to stop thinking about myself. I'm going to stop being selfish about interpreting reality in accordance to the way things make me feel. If it makes me hurt, I lash out. If it makes me feel good, I covet it more. Things like that. I just contemplating so many things. And I can't get past the fact that in all of the good that I've done, all the evil I've done, for that matter, could mention that, but just over the last couple months, all the good that I've really done in not thinking about myself, ultimately, I find the paradox and the contradiction in that, because part of what has caused me to give myself to others is because it makes me feel good about myself. You know why I spent the last 30 years every single day reading books and studying and working on courses? Well, because I was so depressed, I couldn't get out of the house, and I thought, if I learn as much as I can, maybe I can just help people. And I spent all that time doing that to discover people don't appreciate it. And it's like, well, why do I think people should appreciate what I do or whatever? So it's like, no, only God. I can only stand before God at this point. I can't stand before other human beings, and all I know to do now is to not love myself, but also to love myself enough to where I keep myself healthy, biologically strong, mentally strong. And I find the balance of that interplay of, pure survival instincts, but once you're okay, that selfishness, it kind of goes over into other areas where it shouldn't. It's too much selfishness. As they say, I've been kind of tripped out about reality. But all I can say is that I've come to the end of myself, and I have no more but just to give myself away to others. And I'm starting to see that the love of good, the love of truth, is what life is all about. So a little worried about my iPhone here. I just found it. It was lost for 2 months. And it won't quite charge. So hopefully the mic doesn't go in and out. And it says screen recording, but sometimes the Apple Music app blocks the audio, but I'm not playing any music. I just wanted everybody to see that Metallica slither serpents. We're all serpents, and until we realize we're all serpents, we're not going to change. We're not going to be born again by trusting what God says about us. And that's all I got to say about that.